Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a good one. Let's see who we got hanging out with us here this morning. We have John Howard clocking in at 6:20 this morning. Good morning, John. Lonnie's here. Good morning. Darren Birds is not the early bird today. Leo's here. Good Thursday morning from Central Ohio. High temp today was during the night, and it gets cooler as the day progresses. Yeah, we've got, well, I don't know where you are, but I've got roughly about 12 hours of summer left because I think they said it starts at 9 p.m. tonight, the official start of fall. And that's when it's supposed to start turning cooler here. So I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to it. I was out there piddling around in the shop yesterday, or the garage shop, and it was hot. It was like 93, mosquitoes, sticky, just not fun. But yeah, looking forward to some cooler temps for sure. My buddy Paul's in the house this morning. Good morning, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Sean's here. Good morning, Sean. Larry says, morning, everyone. Great results from the doctor yesterday. That's awesome news. Good deal. Clyde is here. Good morning, Clyde. David Davis is here. Good morning. Sean says, first morning, I feel halfway normal. Okay. Well, hopefully you're getting over that crud stuff. You got to get over that. Ray Jones says, good morning, everybody. Good morning to you, Ray. Landis, good morning to you and Matt and fam. Hope y'all are doing well. My favorite solar man's here. Good morning, Ryan. Gary Hammett's in the house. Good morning. George says, first day of fall, you all. Yeah, it is. Or at least it will be in a few hours. Lou Thomas, good morning. Jack, George says, good morning. He was sitting right here at my feet, and then I got up and went and got my coffee, and when I come back, he decided he needed to move, so he went on. So I think I'm not sure where he is. He's not there in the hall. Let's see. Troy's here. He says, good morning, everybody. Just dropped in to give a thumbs up. Appreciate those. Off to the doctors. Have a great day. All right. Well, hope you have a good visit with the doctor. Kevin Els is here. Good morning. Don is here. Is that Don or Dan? It's Don. Yeah. Don is here. George says, today is the fall equinox and first day of autumn when the sun rises directly in the east and sets directly. Here comes Big J. Hi, buddy. Sets directly in the west. Fall starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time, Thursday. Yeah. So a little less than 12 hours now. And the chill is on, I guess. Lou says, saw the unboxing video thing, looks like a beast. Yeah, it is a beast. It's heavy. I'm going to tell you, it is heavy. That base is cast aluminum. I should put it on the scale and see what it weighs, but I'm going to tell you, it's heavy. And I think I know why it's heavy. It's because it's designed to be high-speed printing and stuff. I'm still playing around with that. I haven't I printed fast, but I haven't printed well. So I only print good when I go back to my normal settings, which would probably be slow by most people's standards. But I get really nice prints. So I'm still playing around with In fact, you can see back there, I switched and put that fluorescent green back on. That's one of the spools that they sent. It's supposed to be some kind of PLA that's designed for this high speed printing. But I had a guy, and I don't know if you saw it, but there was a guy that posted a comment on my video, and apparently he too received one of those 3D printers for testing. And he was asking me how I got it to print so well because he was having trouble getting decent prints. And he said he had to speed his flow up to 265%. So that got me to thinking, I'm like, well, I never did speed the flow up. So I thought, well, let me just try that. So I came in here and I put their filament back on and I started to print another one of these because I know the program's good for these. But I changed the flow. You know, he said 265%. So I thought, well, I don't know. Let me just start with 250. So I set it up for 250. And for probably several minutes, it was laying down. I'm thinking, yeah, that's it. It's going to work. But then I thought, wait a minute. Now it's looking like it's clogged or something. So apparently I had to flow too fast for mine, at 250 because it started clogging up the nozzle. So I stopped, started it again, and this time I went, I think 200%. And again, it clogged up the nozzle. So I'm still playing around with it. There's got to be a magic number in there somewhere. And I'll find it eventually. But that's why I really didn't want to do a review of that printer because you really can't give an honest review and say it's good or it's bad or whatever until you've had it a while and played around with it. And I really just haven't played around with it that much. Let's see here. Lonnie says, nurse is gone. Now time for some education. Okay. I don't know how much learning you'll get here, but maybe a little. Client says it's only 55 there this morning. Good deal. Thomas Graham's in the house. Good morning. Lonnie says, must be an age group here. A lot of doctor's appointments. It's a bunch of old farts, really. I mean, take a look around. I shouldn't say that because a lot of these folks, I barely can remember their names, seeing their, their little YouTube, what do you call it, profile pic or whatever it is. So I really don't know how old anybody is, but I'm figuring that, if you're watching this at 9:00 a.m. Eastern time, you're probably either retired or close to it. So, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. George says the chill is on in the southeast Michigan tonight. Expected 37. Wow, they don't mess around. They don't mess around. He says, if I increase the flow or speed, I increase the heat. Okay. Well, see it again. I don't really know what to do because they sent me the Cura profile that's, supposedly should be set up for this stuff. And so that's what I went with. The only thing I changed at the machine was the flow rate. And so far, no luck yet, but I only had time to do it a couple times. I didn't want to start one last night and then go to bed and, not know what it's doing. And plus it's loud too. It's the noisiest one I have. So, Paul says, sometimes I feel like the poster guy for old. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if you're the oldest one here or not, Paul. Might be. I think there's some others that are right there with you. I think so. But we won't call out nobody's ages on here. That's just not necessary, is it? And speaking of doctor's appointments, I don't know if any of y'all saw my Facebook post yesterday. And I know I mentioned this, I think the other day. It was either Monday or Tuesday. I know I mentioned it during the coffee sessions. I said, yeah, I got a doctor's appointment, but it's in the afternoon, so I'll still be here to do the coffee sessions and stuff. And I have to say, I got a little ticked off yesterday because I'm sitting there, sitting in my recliner, taking a break from working out in the shop. And, I get a phone call, and normally I never answer my phone, but it came up with the name of my cardiologist. So I answered the phone, and right away, this gal, I don't know whether she was a nurse or, office person. I don't know who she was. But right away, she hit me the wrong way because she says, Mr. Gatton, you just missed your doctor's appointment. I said, no, I didn't. I said, it's tomorrow at 1:40. She said, no, it was today. I said, well, I could be wrong. I said, but I'm pretty sure that it's tomorrow at 1:40. No, it's not. But we can set you up with one for tomorrow. I said, okay, set me up with one for tomorrow. And then I came in here, and you know how they don't email any kind of, healthcare's gotten weird now. They don't email any kind of information. They'll send you an email to tell you that you have a message on your little portal, so you got to have I guess it's for security reasons and all that. And I get that. But anyway, so I go to that. And the other day, it was on Monday where I had gone on there and requested a prescription to be filled. And then this, again, I don't know if it's a nurse, office person, whatever, whoever does that stuff on there. She came on there and she said, and again, it's a message through the portal thing. And she says, well, we're going to we've sent a prescription over to your pharmacy, but it's only for 10 pills, and you need to do a follow-up visit in order to get more prescriptions filled. Would you like for me to schedule you an appointment? I said, yes, please go ahead and schedule me an appointment with Dr. So-and-so. So a little while later, I get a message through that same thing. So I have to go check the portal again. And it said, and I quote, I'm going to try to quote it exactly. She says, I have you scheduled for this Thursday, September 21st, 2022 at 1:40 p.m. Okay, now if you think about that, one of two things is wrong. Either she put the wrong day or she put the wrong date, because Thursday is today and it's September 22nd. But as I read that, I'm thinking, okay, this Thursday, which is only a couple of days from when I was reading that. So I'm thinking, okay, it's Thursday at 1:40. Got it. In fact, I even told my Alexa, I said, remind me at noon, whatever, on Thursday that I have a doctor's appointment so I don't forget to go. So anyway, I've printed that out, done a screenshot of it and everything, because I don't know. I'm almost thinking that maybe they know they screwed up when they either had the wrong date or the wrong day, and you don't know which one it is, because there was no problem getting an appointment the very next day. So I'm thinking, but I just didn't like her attitude saying, oh, you missed your appointment. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. You told me it was this Thursday at 1:40. So anyway, we'll see what comes of that when I go over there today. I'm gonna carry that little thing I printed out. Plus, I got the picture of it on my phone in case there's any stink about it, and they try to charge me for a missed visit or something. I don't think they will, but we'll see. Always be prepared. Let's see. Clyde says it's going to get that cold tonight where he's at. Clyde says a few born in 46. Yeah. Lonnie said he's 30 years old with 32 years experience. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. I just like to refer to this group as mature. We're who says you guys make me feel like a baby. David's 39 and older. Yeah. It's just a number. It's just a number. I know people, I know people that are a lot younger than I am and aren't in near as good a shape as I am. Now, I'm not in the best shape. Obviously had a heart attack. The dang near did me in a year or so ago, but I think my plumbing's fixed pretty good. I'll find out when I go to see the cardiologist, but I expect all to be, fine. And yeah, right. It's mature. I meant in age, not in behavior. Charles in the house. He says, "Good morning, David Jack," and a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Man, we still got a few holdouts over there. Jack's sitting here now looking out the window. The Geritol CNC gang. That'd be a good name for it, I guess. Lonnie says, I turned to a great grandpa last month. Well, congratulations. Ryan says, I'm both probably the youngest in here. You might be. I don't know. This guy might give you a run for your money. I don't know how old Kenneth is, but he, just from his picture, of course, people put pictures that are years old on their profile sometimes, but he doesn't look very old. He looks like a young buck. I don't know. But let's see. I don't have much else to talk about. I've got, I hate that. See my, or at least what I thought was my original appointment was at 1:40, and I thought, well, that's not bad because it's after lunch and early enough that I'll be able to get back and all that. So, but now the one I have is at 2:50, so now it's later. And if you knew where this place was at, there will no doubt traffic will have picked up considerably by the time I get out of there. So, but who knows? Hopefully I can get in and out fairly quickly. Larry says, yes, my PICS is pre-cancer 16 years ago when I was 215 pounds. Okay, and you're a little lighter than that now, if I recall. I recall that. One thing I laid this here so I can gripe about it this morning. I don't know how y'all do natural gas where you're at, but here in Georgia, we have several different, gas companies, if you want to call it that. It all runs through the Atlanta gas light pipes and stuff. In fact, they charge you a fee every month to use their equipment. I mean, it's like you pay for it every I'm like, for crying out loud, we paid for it, I don't know how many hundreds of times over, and you still charge us for it. But anyway, I got this little thing in the mail. Now, this is not who I use currently, but this is for Scana Energy, and I have used those in them in the past. But I saved it because of course they're wanting me to switch, and it says switch now for the win, and then it has their prices that expire in October 5th, which is not very far off. But for a 12-month fixed rate, it would be $1.19, and of course they do like gasoline where they put the 910. So basically $1.20 per therm. If you say, okay, I'll lock in for an 18-month fixed rate, it's $1.10 per therm. And if you go with a 24-month, so you'd think the longer you go, the cheaper it would get, but now they jump it back up. So a 24-month is $1.13 per therm. And I couldn't, when I got this out of the mailbox yesterday, I couldn't really remember what I was currently paying. So I went and looked. And right now, and of course, I'm with another company. I think it's, I'm not even going to say because I don't remember. I switch pretty regular because every time the thing runs out or is about to run out, I always go check and see, okay, who's got the lowest rate now? And then I'll lock in for whatever. But anyway, I went and checked, and I am currently paying 67 cents per therm. And I don't remember how long I went for. I'll have to double check that. But I mean, think about it. It's for a 12-month, that's $1.20, and I'm paying 67, so it's practically doubling. And even if I go the cheapest with an 18-month, $1.10, that's still almost doubling, And I can remember, I guess, the good old days, 2 or 3 years ago. I was probably paying 45 or 49 cents a therm, something like that. But anyway, it's like, yeah, man, we're building back better, all right, aren't we? Anyway, there's that. Okay, let's see here. Larry said yesterday the doctor weight was 139. Wow. Now, did he weigh you? Were you butt naked with one of the little gowns on, or is that with your clothes? Because usually when I go in there, and I always tell those folks when they put me on the scale, I go, you realize I'm wearing heavy clothes, because because whenever I weigh myself on my scale, I always weigh without a stitch of clothing on. I don't want any extra added weight. And I always do it right before I get in the shower, or after I get out of the shower. So, I'm already, not wearing nothing. So I can get on there and it's just me. It's not anything else. And when I put my clothes on and put everything in my pockets, my keys, my phone, my billfold, all this kind of stuff, and you get back, it's about 5 pounds worth of stuff. If you wear what I wear, I wear a pair of blue jeans, and they're not, you think, well, they don't weigh that much. Yeah, all that stuff adds up. It'll add 5 pounds to you. So just curious, if you're at 139, fully clothed, shoes and all that stuff, yeah, you're really, really a lot lighter than you used to be. Gary says, must have gotten that price before Brandon. I don't know if you maybe the 67. I don't remember when I got that. It might have been before Brandon. I don't know. But yeah, it's my gas bill always irks me anyway because like I said, for example, I got a thing in the mail. They always have that AGL, which is Atlanta Gas Light. They always have that pass through charge, is what they call it. And it used to be just 15 or $20, but now it's a lot more than that. It's like 15, 40, or I mean 35 or $40 or something. Well, I got an email and I still didn't understand it, but it's like it doesn't matter. They're going to charge me anyway. But for some reason, they said that they need this for this one time, they will be charging 2 pass through charges. So that because they're one behind and they need to get caught. I didn't understand it because I'm thinking I have always got that pass through charge. I don't know when you think you got behind, but anyway, so my bill that I got just the other day was like $69. It had 2 Atlanta Gas Light pass through charges on, but the amount of gas, because I don't cook, folks, the amount of gas that was used basically for my hot water heater, and that's probably it because I don't think my furnace has a light that burns all the time now. I think it's got one of those other kind. Uh, it was $2. I think it was $2.08 for how much gas I used, but my bill was $69. So I don't know, but now I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them close because like I said, that email said, "Oh, we got to get caught back up, and we're gonna have to charge you 2 of these, so it will look a little funny on this bill." But that so now I'm gonna have to be watching every time to see if they are only charging me for one. But yeah. Larry says, as pretty as the doctor is, I would go naked, but she might not like it. I had a comment I was going to say there, but I'm gonna hold off. Probably better hold off on that one. Ryan says, I have not been 139 since I was a sophomore in high school. Yeah, that's probably about what I weighed in high school. I used to be not tall and skinny because I'm always short, but I used to be, and I wouldn't really say skinny. It was slim, maybe. I didn't wear the husky jeans like, mom didn't have to go buy the husky jeans at Sears. I'd wear the regulars, but yeah, I don't right now. I would not want to get all the way down to 140 or something like that. When I first came home from the hospital, I'd lost a ton of weight, and you guys have slowly watched it all come back. Well, it's not all back, but um, I'm getting there if I don't watch it. But yeah, I was like 162 or something like that, which uh, some folks said that I looked really good when I was like that, and then I've had other folks say, "Now I guess because they were used to seeing me a little plumper, they go, "Nah, you look a little sickly. You don't look good." So, but anyway, like I said, you guys have slowly got to see me creep back up because I'm probably about 180 now. And when I had the heart attack, I wasn't quite to 200 yet. I was pushing probably 195. So I'm hoping I can keep this last 15 pounds or so off. So anyway, me and Jack are trying to do better. I don't know. I'll find out if he's lost any or not next time I take him over there. All right. Well, that was my time. I guess we're going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging with me this morning. Appreciate, hey, the thumbs up match the number watching. How about that? I need to take a screenshot of that because that almost never happens. Anyway, hope y'all have a good Thursday. I'll let y'all know tomorrow what happens at my doctor's appointment. And that's it. We'll see y'all later.